Hello friend, in our last video we have discussed all the syllabus related to numerical method. So in this lecture we will see some linear equation. So let's get started. First term is Cramer rule. So first we will see in linear solution of linear equation. Solution of linear equation. First point is, so the first method is Cramer rule. So like question is linear equation. Linear equation means the power of the variable will always be 1. So like question is given like in this form: x plus y plus z equal to 3, 2x minus y plus 3z equal to 16, 3x plus y minus z equal to minus 3. Like 3 equations are given and you have to find the value of x, y and z. If it is mentioned that you have to find the value of x, y, z in a Cramer rule, if it is specified, then you have to use this method. Otherwise you can use any of them to find the value of x, y and z. So let's get started how we can solve this. To solve this equation we have to find delta 1, delta 2 and delta 3. What these 4 terms are, I will tell you everything. So x equal to delta 1 by delta, y equal to delta 2 by delta and z equal to delta 3 by delta. By using this method we can find the value of x, y, z. So it's a destination. So now what is delta 1 and delta 2? So delta is the coefficient of all variables. Coefficient of all variables. As we know what is coefficient, the term before the variable term, that is called coefficient. So delta is the coefficient of all the variable terms. So variable is x, y, z and here is the coefficient of these. So when we write the delta, we will get a matrix like this. This is first row, I will write the coefficient of x, in second coefficient of y, in third is coefficient of z. So in this equation the coefficient of x is 1, 2 and 3. So I will write here. Second term is 1 minus 1, 1, 1 minus 1 and 1. And the third one is 1, 3 and minus 1. So this is completely for x, this is coefficient of y, this is coefficient of z. So when we calculate this, I hope you all know how to determine the value of a matrix. So first this is cancel, minus 1 minus 1, 1, minus 3, minus 1 plus minus 1, this cancel, 2 into minus 2, minus 2, minus 3 into 3, minus 9. This is plus 1, 2, minus plus 3. So this is minus 2, minus plus 11 and plus 5. So 16 minus 2, this is 14. So we got the value of delta is 14. So delta we have found, which is coming in each term while finding the value of x, y and z. Now we will find delta 1, delta 2 and delta 3. So how we can find the value of delta 1? To find the delta 1 we just need to do a similar thing. One thing that is similar in all these 3. Delta 1, that means we will find the value of x. So in delta we will replace the coefficient of x by a constant term, by this constant term. So delta 1 is simply replace coefficient of x by constant term in delta. When we will replace the coefficient of x by the constant term, then we will get a delta 1 value. Then here delta 1 becomes constant value is 3, 16 minus 3, because this is the coefficient of x, and rest will be as it is, like 1, 3, minus 1. Similarly, by this, using this method, we will find the value of delta. Similarly, we will find the value of delta 1. So this is 3, minus 1 plus 1, minus 3, minus 1, minus 16, minus plus 9, plus 1, this is cancelled, 16, minus plus minus 3. So this is minus 6, plus minus 16, 8, 9, 7, 9, 7, 16. This is plus 7, this is plus 13, this is 14. We will get the value of delta. Similarly, we will find the value of delta 2. We will replace the coefficient of y with a constant term. Delta 2 means we will find the value of y. So coefficient of y will be replaced by the constant term, and rest will be as it is. So 1, 2, 3. This is 3, 16, minus 3, and last term will be 1, 3, minus 1. When we calculate this, we will get the value of minus 28. Similarly, delta 3, this is, we will replace the value of coefficient of z by the constant term, and rest term will be as it is. So this is 1, 2, 3, 1, minus 1, 1, and last term will be 3, 16, minus 3. When we calculate this by using a simple method, we will get the value of 56. So we will have the value of delta 1 and delta 2. So next we will find the value of x. This is delta 1 by delta. So here delta 1 is 14, delta is 14. So it's become 14 by 14 means 1. This is y. This is delta 2 by delta. Delta 2 is minus 28 and delta value is 14. This is minus 2. Similarly, z equal to delta 3 by delta, and delta 3 we have already find out, this is 56, and delta is 14. This is 4. Therefore, x, y and z becomes 1, minus 2 and 4. This is our required answer. So if the equation is given and you have to find the value of x, y and z, means the variable you have to find, and it is specified in the question that you have to find the value of variables by a specific rule or Cramer rule, you have to use these methods. Simply firstly you have to find the value of delta 1 and delta 2, delta 3, and then you have to know how to calculate x, y and z. X equal to delta 1 by delta, y equal to delta 2 by delta, z equal to delta 3 by delta. So what is, first we will think what is delta and how we can calculate this. Delta is coefficient all the variable. You have the equation and also you have given a coefficient. So when we arrange the coefficient of x, y and z row wise, column wise, we will get a value, a matrix value. So when we calculate this, we will get the value of 14. Similarly, we have to find x1 because while calculating x we need delta 1 and delta. So delta we already found that. Now it's time to find the value of delta 1. So how we can calculate this? We will just replace the coefficient of x by the constant term in delta. When we replace the constant term, so when we replace the constant term with the coefficient of x, we can find the value of delta 1, and we have the value of delta and delta 1. Easily we can calculate x. Similarly, delta 2 and delta 3 by just replacing the value of y with the constant term and the value of coefficient of z with constant term, we can easily calculate delta 2 and delta 3. Delta already we have calculated, that is 14. So by using this method we can easily find out the value of x, y and z. So this is the Cramer rule. In the next video we will see what is the matrix inversion and the further.